Hey guys, it's Christy and welcome back to the Pop-Up Facebook. How are you guys doing? I miss you. I'm so sorry that I've been a little MIA lately. Not because I don't love you, I do. I've just been kind of busy with my kids and just, reading and studying and working, of course. But I'm sure you guys are busy too. Hoping that you're having a great week. I just want to check in with you guys. I do have like a whole bunch of stuff I want to talk to you about today. If you have a few minutes to listen, I would love it. And if you take away even just one little thing from our little talk today and it helps you, that's everything. All right? So let's start with a couple things I've been reading about, okay, and kind of delving into, if you don't mind. So let's start with this: core values. All right. I know we've probably discussed core values before. Maybe we didn't actually give it that term, but let's talk about core values for a second. Well, what the heck does that mean? Well, here's what it is, guys. I'm going to give you an example, okay? This is what I hear a lot of people say. This is why I even looked into the whole core value thing. A lot of people say this: I got what I want, but I'm still unhappy. I'm still miserable, even though I got what I wanted. Well, why does that happen to some people? Here's why. Because your values are what's important to you, okay? At the core of your being, without these things, you wouldn't be you, okay? So here are your core values. You, me, my neighbors, my kids, my friends, your friends, people you know, your coworkers, we all have the same 6 human needs or core values, okay? Here they are. Certainty, number 1. We all have a need for certainty, okay? Number 2, variety. We all have a need for variety. Number 3, connection. Number 4, love. Number 5, growth. And of course, lastly, number 6, contribution, all right? So the thing is, we all have these needs or values, okay? But a lot of us decide, well, all of us, I should say, we all have, all of us put these in order differently, I should say. Some of us have, let's just say, love and connection at the top of our list of things that we need to feel love or to feel happy about life. Some people need certainty. They need to be right all the time. They need to know what's going to happen next all the time. That's very, very important to them, and that would be at their top of the list. And other people need contribution. They need to feel like they're constantly contributing to feel loved and happy at the core. So I'm going to read them one more time for you guys. Go ahead and write this list down and think about which one or two even of these things is close to or at the top of your list. All right, here they go one more time. Hey, Robin. How you doing, girl? Hey. Check this out. I was going to talk about that in a few minutes. All right, thanks for tuning in. So again, I'm going to just go through those 6 human needs again, just in case you didn't have a chance to write them down. But here they are: certainty, variety, connection, love, hey Rose, growth, and contribution. At the core of all of our beings are those 6 human needs. We all have each of those things at our core. But like I said, you have to get in touch with, hey John, which needs you put at the top of the list, all right? Because the sooner you figure that out, the sooner you won't be saying, I have all that I have been asking for, but I'm still unhappy. Why am I still unhappy? I got the dream house. I got the pool. I got the promotion. I have this, I have 3 gorgeous kids. Why am I still unhappy? Why is this not enough for me? Do your homework, guys. Look at this list and figure out why. Because I'll tell you why. If at the core of your being is at the top of your list, contribution, and you've been neglecting contributing anything to anyone in a long time, I don't care how big your Barbie dream house is, you're going to be very, very unfulfilled and very, very unhappy. So do your homework here, look into it, and find out. And guess what? Let's just say that variety is at the top of your list. You can always change the list, guys. You can change your story anytime. You may decide that, you know what, I needed more variety in my 20s. Now that I'm in my 30s or 40s, I'm finding that I need less variety and more love and connection. Great. Do your homework, guys. Work on yourselves, especially from the inside out, okay? Now that Robin is on here, my friend, I'm going to just tell you guys what else I've been up to, all right? I just started Isogenics. Here it is. It's a amazing nutritional plan that helps you lose weight, okay? Helps you get in check with your body and how you're feeling. I have done Isogenics in the past. I had an absolutely awesome experience with it, and I highly recommend it to anyone. Even if you don't want to lose weight, you just want to eat healthier and feel better and more clear, get Isogenics, okay? I promise. And Robin's here if you need to ask her any questions. So, all right, so we talked about the core values. I want to segue into this, very similar to the core values, but 7 verbs that shape the way you love, okay? This is awesome stuff. Now, we all learn these 7 verbs through childhood, okay? There's a lady named Esther Pearl. She has a podcast, she has a website, she does TED Talks, she's awesome, okay? So she actually came up with these 7 verbs that shape the way you love. So I'm going to give you these 7 verbs now, and pay attention, and we're going to talk about, after I read these off to you, again, which one of these verbs kind of feels, you know, like, oh, that sounds like me. Just pay attention. Ready? Number 1, to ask. Number 2, to take. Number 3, to receive. Number 4, to give. Number 5, to share. And number 6, to refuse, okay? And number 7, to play and or imagine. Which one of these verbs is stronger for you, okay? I'm sorry, or is the strongest, I should say, for you, and which one is the weakest? Looking at these, I'll go through them one more time, but looking at these words, I'm going to tell you guys mine is, all right, let me read them to you again and I'll tell you mine. To ask, to take, to receive, to give, to share, to refuse, to play and imagine. I think my strongest one of those would be, I'm going to say to give. I'm a giver, always have been. The weakest for me would probably be to ask. I have a hard time asking. It's something I'm working on, all right, but I feel like, especially when it comes to love, I have a very hard time asking, you know, asking for my husband to hold my hand, or asking him to, you know, I don't know, give me compliments, or asking, I don't know, I have a hard time. So I definitely am going to work on that, as we all should, okay? Find out what our weaknesses are, and let's just work on them, all right? So I hope that helps you guys. There's a lot more to that, but I definitely, if you're interested at all in anything like that, look at Esther Pearl, okay? Check out her website. She's pretty awesome. Let's talk about, abundance can be had simply by consciously receiving what has already been given. As we always say, right, on the Popup Couch, be grateful and thankful for what you have right this second, okay? Right now. And if you're grateful and thankful, and especially if you say it out loud, you know, if you say, hey, listen, the mailman just brought the mail. Hey, thank you so much for doing that. I hope you have a wonderful day. Say it out loud, okay? Be thankful out loud. Say it, express it. It's very important that you guys do that, because the more you do that, the more will come pouring into your life. I promise, okay? It starts with the little things, like thanking the mailman. Seriously, sounds silly, but it's true. Here's a quote for you. Stay away from negative people. They have a problem for every solution. Cheers to that. I try really hard to keep all the negative people out of my life that I possibly can. Yes, there's some that seep through the cracks because they just do, for one way or another, but if I have a choice, I keep all of them out if I can, because I don't want them spilling into my life and my day. I just don't want it. I don't need it. I don't have enough energy to bring them up to my higher level. I used to do that when I was younger, and I've learned that I cannot save everybody, and I am not going to try to save everybody, especially people that don't want saving. They just want to complain. So I keep those people at a pretty far distance from me, okay? Because I I know I can't help them, but if they want help, I'm happy to help, all right? But if they don't, if they just want to complain and cry, then they can stay down the street, all right? Serotonin, I know we talked about this before. I want to mention serotonin again because I think it's a really cool thing to talk about. It's free. It's something that, we can just create in our own body. So here it is. Serotonin is triggered by acts of long-term satisfaction, aka small acts of happiness, okay? Serotonin touches 14 brain receptors, and it is non-addictive. And be grateful for what you have right now, and that can activate the serotonin in your body right now. Easy, cheap, anybody can do it. Love that. Okay, here's something for you guys. The staircase, all right, you ready? Keep taking one step at a time, and instead of stressing about how many steps, how big the staircase is. So one step at a time, guys. One day at a time, you'll get there, all right? Just don't give up. Stop looking at how far you have to go and just focus on the stair that you're stepping on, okay? Or the little stone that you're stepping on, whatever it is you're stepping on. It's a metaphor, but you know what I'm saying. The secret to everything. Are you ready? I can tell you're ready. Look at what you want and don't look at what you don't want. I'm going to say it again because this is the actual secret. The secret to everything, guys, is focus. My favorite subject. Look at what you want and don't look at what you don't want. Okay? Example. I have $5 in my checking account. I can't believe I have $5 in my checking account. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to stress about that I have $5 in my bank account the rest of the day. Matter of fact, I might even stress about it all weekend. I have $5 in my bank account. That's how you focus on what you don't want. Because the more you say it, the more you think about it, the more you focus on it, the less chance of having more than $5 in your bank account is possible. Okay? So flip it around. Instead of, I have $5 in my bank account, look at what you want. Okay? Start looking at piles of money, at nice cars, at other people's things. Or, oh wow, get yourself excited about what's possible, what's next, not what I'm standing with right now. Okay? And that I'm not happy about it. All right? That's it. Practice this until enough momentum gets going and it carries through your day. All right, guys? Focus on what you want. So big and also so small, isn't it? All right. Here you go. This is a good one. Here's a little quote for you. If you only assume one thing today, assume that people are not against you. They are not stacked against you. They have better things to do than to worry about ruining your life. Okay? True story. Life doesn't get easier. You just get stronger. That's true. And I think I have one more thing for you guys. Here it is. Well, two more things, all right? You get in life what you have the courage to ask for. I heard that quote the other day, and I love that. Again, back to asking, something I need to work on personally. Asking, not being afraid to ask, okay? Just ask. And one more thing I want to talk about is relationships. Just a little something about relationships because that's my favorite subject. Don't show up to a relationship to get something. Don't show up for that, okay? You go to a relationship to give something. And this goes for your intimate relationships. This goes for your relationships with your coworkers, your kids, your neighbors, your friends, whoever, okay? Don't show up looking for what can I get out of this? Me. What's this person going to do for me? What can I get? No. You're never going to be happy. You're going to be alone and miserable if you act like that. Seriously. Show up for the other person's sake. Show up to give. What can I do for you today? What can I help you with today? Whatever. You look wonderful today. Say nice things. Show up to help somebody else out, guys. It's very, very simple, especially in your intimate relationship, especially with your husband, your wife, your spouse, especially. Stop worrying about what that person isn't doing for you and start worrying about what you could be doing more of for them, okay? It's not being a doormat. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you need to show up for someone else, okay? And care from your heart. All right? Show them that, listen, I really value you. I care about you. And 8 out of 10 times a day in an intimate relationship, you better be on your A game. Being nice, being thoughtful, being respectful, all those things, guys. Hey. Anyway, somebody's at my door. I will see you guys tomorrow on the Popup Couch, New York. Thanks for watching, guys.